Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to solve the linear equation with two variables. Here I have four example. For the A and for the example A and C, I'm going to use the method of substitution. And B and D, I'm going to use the elimination method. To show you both methods in solving this linear equation with two variables. Let's look at the first example. For this first example, I'm going to use substitution method to solve this linear equation. So firstly, I will name this as equation 1, this as equation 2, and equation 1, I will rewrite the equation 1 in the form of y equals to 7 minus 2x, meaning that I will make the y into the subject. And after that, I name this as equation 3, and substitute the equation 3 into the equation 2. I have 3x remain as 3x minus y. Y will be replaced by the 7 minus 2x equals to 13. After that, expand it. You got a 3x minus 7 plus 2x equals to 13. 5x equals to 20 and x equals to 4. Okay. Once you get the x equals to 4, you can substitute x equals to 4 into the equation 3. Substitute x equals to 4 into equation 3, that is finding the y. Y equals to 7 minus 2x. X will be replaced by 4. Then going to calculate this. 7 minus 8, that will be negative 1. So we have the x equals to 4 and y equals to negative 1. You always can check the answer by substituting back the x equals to 4 and y equals to negative 1 into your original equation. See if they are satisfying the first and the second equation. For the second example, I'm going to use the elimination method to solve this equation, this system of linear equation. So to use the elimination method, we need to find the variable with the same variable with the same coefficient. So look at the x. When we check for the x, we have the coefficient 4, and for the second equation we have the coefficient 9. So it cannot be the same. Then we check for the y. Y having the coefficient of negative 3 for the first equation, and y having the coefficient 4 for the second equation. So probably we need to make it the same. Okay, how can we make the coefficient of y to be the same? I'm going to multiply the equation 1 by 4. Then I have my 16x minus 12y equals to 40. This is my third equation that I can form. And I'm taking the equation 2 multiplied by 3. I will have 27x plus 12y equals to 3. Okay, this I name this as equation 4. And you can see that now I have the equation, I have the y, coefficient of the y for the third equation is 12. And the coefficient for the y at the equation 4 is 12 as well. So now we can taking the equation 3 plus equation 4. Okay, taking the equation 3 plus equation 4, negative 12 plus 12, negative 12y plus 12y, it will be equals to 0, meaning that when we take the 3 plus 4, okay, equation 3 plus equation 4, the y term will be eliminated, meaning that we can eliminate the variable y first, and then we can solve for the x first. All right, let's try it out. So taking the 16 plus 27, I have a 43x, and negative 12y plus 12y, you get a 0. And 40 plus 3, you have 43. Then you have a x equals to 43 over 43, that will be equals to 1. Okay, so this is the elimination method. After that, once you get the x equals to 1, you can substitute x equals to 1 into either equation 1 or 2. So in this case, I substitute into the equation 1, which I have a 4x minus 3y. 4x minus 3y equals to 10. Alright, so in this case, you can see that I have replaced my x as a 1. Then I have a negative y equals to 10 minus 4, that will be 6. Then we'll have a y equals to 6 divided by negative 3, that will be negative 2. Alright, so this is our solution, x equals to 1 and y equals to negative 2 by using the elimination method. For the third example, as I promised, I'm going to use a substitution method to solve this linear equation, this simultaneous equation. So firstly, you can see that my first equation already perfectly in the condition that y equals to 2x plus 6. So I can just directly substitute the 1 into 2. Then meaning that from the substitute 1 into 2, your equation 2 will become x plus, the y will be replaced by the 2x plus 6. This is called substitution method, equals to 5. Then simplify it, you have a 3x plus 6 equals to 5. 3x will be equals to negative 1 and x equals to negative 1 over 3. So you have solved for the x, and now you can solve for the y by substituting the x equals to negative 1 over 3 into the equation 1, which you have a y equals to 2x plus 6, where this x originally in the equation 1 is x. Now we replace by the x equals to negative 1 over 3. Then finally, you have your y equals to 16 over 3. So for the third example, the solution is x equals to negative 1 over 3, y equals to 16 over 3. In my last example, I'm going to taking this equation 2 multiply by 6. Why I do so? Because I want to make this coefficient of x to become 3 so that it will be equals to the coefficient of the equation 1 for the x. Then later on we can use elimination method. For this example, we're going to use elimination method to solve. Alright, then taking the equation 2 multiplied by 6, I got my 3x for the x term minus multiply 6 by the 3, you have a negative 18y, and multiply 6 by negative 1 over 2, you have your negative 3. I name this as my equation 3. And after that, taking the equation 1 minus equation 3. Okay, because I want to eliminate the x term first. Taking the 3x minus 3x, you got 0. And then negative 4x minus, negative 4y minus negative 18y. That will be negative 4y plus 18y later on. Then 4 minus negative 3, you have a 4 plus 3. All right. So 18y minus 4y, you have 14y equals to 7. Okay, 4 plus 3, that will be 7. And y equals to 1 over 2. Followed by solving for the x, you can substitute the y equals to 1 over 2. Substitute y equals to 1 over 2 into equation 3 if you want, or you may substitute into equation 1 or equation 2, up to you. Alright, so if I substitute into my equation 3, I got my 3x minus 18y, y need to be replaced by 1 over 2 equals to negative 3. Then I have a 3x minus 9 equals to negative 3, followed by the 3x equals to 6, because negative 3 plus 9, you get 6. Then we have our x equals to 2. So the solution for the last example is x equals to 2 and y equals to 1 over 2. Alright, so stay tuned to my channel for the next video. I'm going to discuss on solving the linear equation with three variables. Thank you for watching.